Hi guys, this is Omega, and so today you're going to only see my little name thing here. And I made this actually to use when I'm doing videos, but I don't like it that much, so I'm going to redo it. But for today, this is going to be my face. Today is a work day around the house for me, so I'm not showing my face. So anyway, I came on today to do a tag that Tina from Tinascricutcreate, she tagged me, and this is a get to know you and get to know your craft video. So I thought I'd do it and play along. Sound like fun. So here goes. There was 11 questions that she had in her tag, and I'm going to go through the questions and tell you a little bit about myself from these questions. So the first one is, what is your YouTube name and what is your name? So my YouTube name is actually a short version of my name. It's my first initial and last name. My YouTube name is O Brooks 7701, and my name is Omega Brooks, and that's my YouTube name. And so number two is, how did you get started with crafting? So I did a video when I first came on YouTube a few months ago, and a couple months ago, I guess. And I told a little bit, in fact, I told quite a bit about myself. But as far as how I started crafting, I actually started with sewing. Now, a lot of seamstresses or sewers don't really consider sewing a craft in the same regard as crafters think of crafting. But I feel like sewing is a craft as well. And you can have, of course, different levels of expertise in any craft. So I feel like being a seamstress is also a craft. And that's how I got started as a seamstress. And I learned how to sew from my grandmother. My grandmother was a seamstress, and as a young child, I used to see her sew, and I was so intrigued with it. I picked it up and started doing it. And so for many years, that's what I did as um, my hobby. I actually did it sewing for people. I used to make prom and wedding stuff and all that good stuff. But that's how I actually started. And for quite some time, I had wanted to try paper crafting and just didn't jump right into it. And I actually wish I had started doing it a long time ago. But I just actually started here about a year and a half ago. So it was just an easy transition. Paper crafting is awesome. I love it. I can't say I like one more than the other, even though the paper crafting has taken quite a bit of my time lately. I do love sewing as well still. And I did do a video tour of my sewing room. So as you all know, I have quite a collection there also, as fabric and sewing machines and all that stuff. So I've got to kind of balance out my time with my sewing and my paper crafts, but I like them both, probably equally. And so number three says, your favorite crafting brand, and I guess that means the type of or the brand of product that I use the most. Now, I use all kinds of products. I get pretty much what's on sale as far as items that I've collected here in my stash. However, I've just recently become a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. And with that, I have really, really enjoyed using the products. I love the stamps. I love the quality of the products. The cardstock is awesome. Some of the best that I've used. I love the stamp pads. The stamp pads are simply awesome. The ink is very vibrant and it's clear. It's a precise color. And the thing I love about that is it coordinates with all of their stuff. So it's no wondering how to coordinate things. It's easy to get stuff that coordinates together. So I really do enjoy the Stampin' Up! Products. And now that I sell them, Of course, that is my favorite brand, but I truly do like the Stampin' Up! Products, and I would not be selling it if I did not like it. So I do like it very much. Now, my favorite color, that would depend on what we're talking about. In clothes, I have a tendency to wear a lot of black, but not just solid black. I wear black and then I wear some type of print with it usually, or some type of design with it. I love mixing bright colors with black, like yellow and red and white and blue and whatever, but I love color mixed with black, but I do wear a lot of black. My basic wardrobe is primarily black. And so in clothes, that's how that goes. But in crafting, I love color, period. But you'll probably notice that I've used a lot of green and purple and yellow. And those have probably been my primary colors, my go-to colors in crafting. Um, but I love color, period. So a favorite, I would say, other than black, would be purple. My crafting style. Now, I have not yet developed a pure style all my own yet. I've been noticing all the variations and styles that I see other people doing, and I kind of lean towards two actually opposite ends of the spectrum. So I really enjoy shabby chic, but I have not yet developed the knack for doing it well. But I do like it. And the thing I like about it, I think, is it to me is very nostalgic in that it kind of tends to be a little vintage like. And so very nostalgic. And I like that. But I also like clean and simple. So I like opposite ends of the spectrum as far as favorites. I can't pick one or the other that's my favorite because I do like both ends of the spectrum there. And I know that's kind of strange, but I do. So the next one is, what is something you would like to try? So I guess with that is I would love to try altering items more. And that probably lends to the thing that I really want to learn shabby chic style better. And it really lends itself to altering because you can try so many things in that one type of crafting. So altering items is something that I would love to try, and I'm going to give it a try here soon. The other thing is the I don't know what else would be. Everything else I've kind of tried that I really enjoy doing. I like making mini albums, and I've made a couple, but I think alterations would be the big thing. Altering items would be the big thing that I'd like to try next. My favorite YouTube channel, I'm going to say I don't have one favorite. There are several that I really, really like. I love the ones that give good tutorials. Because I love the learning of different, techniques and tips and tricks and all of that. Since I'm fairly new to this game, it's very helpful. So I kind of tend to like the ones that have tutorials or people that are showing things that they've made. And there's so many that I like. And I'm going to say there's one that actually got me inspired to doing YouTube videos, and that is Brown Baby Craftaholic here on YouTube. And she inspired me to get started doing YouTube videos. And I'm new at it. I'm still learning. And my tutorials are going to get better and better because I'm very new at those. So that's been my inspiration. So I would say that would be my first favorite. But other than that, I would say that there's a lot of them, a lot that I like, and I can't even remember all the names of them. But number 8 is, if you only had $10 in your pocket, what would you spend it on and where? That is so funny because I I think naturally I would buy some kind of craft item. And I would probably buy it locally. I don't know where I would buy it. It would probably be wherever there's a sale. I do use my coupons and I will get something on sale in a minute when I have a 50% off. And so it will probably be something that I'm in dire need of, and use a coupon to get it. And I would spend my last dollar, not only $10, but my last dollar probably on a craft item. So, and I think most of you all would too, so don't laugh. And number 9 is, when you start crafting, what is the one thing that helps you put it all together? I'm guessing you mean to kind of bring the whole project together. What item? I'm going to go with that interpretation. As far as maybe topping off an item, it's the embellishments, and whatever project you're doing. It may be some bling, or it may be ribbon, or it may be just another touch of color, or how you have it matted, to kind of bring the project together and top it off. I'm guessing that's the angle that the question is asked. Other than that, I think it would be glue and tape. I don't know if that's what you mean, but I think the type of embellishment you choose is what kind of puts it all together for you and just tops it off. And I'm sure that's the angle. Okay, so number 10 says, if you would have never heard of crafting, what other hobby would you have picked up? Well, I'm going to go back to my sewing because, like I said, most seamstresses and sewers don't consider their profession or their hobby a craft necessarily. So I'd probably be back to doing more sewing. However, if it were not sewing or paper crafting, I would probably be a lot more into music. I used to be very deeply in music. In fact, I play the piano and sing, and or used to sing. I don't sing as much anymore, but I was actually married to a musician for quite a few years. So music is another thing. Yeah, that's another thing, and that's probably where I would be spending most of my time if it were not for the handcrafting, like paper crafting or sewing. And last but not least, it says number 11, what number 1 item do you recommend the newbies to have? Wow. I don't know that I can recommend any one item, but when I think of the type of crafting I like to do, I think of ink pads. And I tell you, I have spent a lot of money on ink pads that just did not work out for me. And so I would say invest in good ink pads. And I must say, now I'm going to go back to Stampin' Up, but their ink pads are the bomb. They are very good. I love the color. I love how the pad, the whole thing is the mechanism for the stamp pads, how they have them. When you close the stamp pad is automatically placed in an upside down position, so your pad stays juicy. I love the color, how vibrant it is. It's a very quality ink, and I love that. I have spent so much money on stamp pads and have been sometimes disappointed in the result of what I'm getting, that I have been so happy once I discovered the Stampin' Up! Ink pads. And I would say invest in whatever angle your crafting is. Invest in the best products that you can, because it's a reflection of you. So invest in the best items that you can. And for me, stamp pads is one that I've had a lot of struggle with. So I would say stamp pads. Invest in the best stamp pads. And that's if you're a stamper. Otherwise, whatever product you use, invest in the best of that. So that is it for my get to know you questions. And I hope that helped you get to know me a little better. And I'm not going to tag anyone specific. I'm just going to say, if you are watching this video and you would like to join in, go ahead. I'm going to put the questions in the description box below. And that way you can just pick right up and do your own Tag Me videos so that you can put your information out there so we can get to know you too. So feel free to use the questions and do a tag video. Just do a get to know you video. So that's it for me today, guys. Check out my blog, which is treasured-expressions.com. That's www.treasured-expressions.com. And also come back to see my videos. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.